Good evening, everybody. Here we come again. And I am the director of Minnesota International Middle School. As most of you know, this was my first year, and I have to admit, I enjoyed every moment of it. And this is the testimony. On behalf of students, faculty, and the community, I would like to welcome all of you to the 2015 8th grade graduation. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge our distinguished guests that are present this evening. First, I would like to say thank you very much for his guidance and support, our school board chair, Mr. Warsame Shirwa. I would also like to say a million thanks to representatives and administrators from our sister schools, Minnesota Twin Cities International Middle School, the current director who was the former director of this school. I took over for him, Mr. Abdirashid Warsame. I would also like to say thank you very much, million thanks again to the Director of Curriculum and Instruction, Ms. Kelly Wilson, Assistant Director, Mr. Ali Musa, Assistant Director, Mr. Abdullah Mohammed, and I'm not sure if he's in the house. If I don't mention his name, you know I'm gonna get into trouble with him. Mr. Musa Farah is the director of our sister school, Obah Medical Academy. We're grateful to have our Outriser representative with us this evening, our Outriser, Concordia University in St. Paul, Mr. Tom Henderline. Please give it. I would like to also say thank you very much for coming. Our guest speaker for the evening, Ms. Munira Khalif. That's the person you all need to pay attention to, and that's the message you really want to listen. So thanks to Munira. A special thanks to our school faculty for the tremendous work they have done. Please stand up. Where are my teachers? Faculty and staff, please stand up. Everybody will see. We want to say thank you very much. This moment wouldn't be possible without your tremendous hard work and love for these kids. Thank you again. I would also like to welcome all community members and families present this evening. Last but not least, I would like to thank St. Catherine University for hosting our graduation for second year. The school faculty and the community has enabled our students to grow academically and give them the tools they need to become role models and responsible citizens. Graduating 8th grade is an important step in our students' lives, and we're very proud of what our students have achieved this year. And so, without further ado, let us begin the ceremony. It is my pleasure to introduce to you our MCs for the evening. From this year's 8th grade class. Please join me welcoming Mohammed Mahmoud and Samia Usman. Good evening.
Welcome to the class of 2015. Please welcome our student welcome, and Mrs. Hadil Hussein.
Welcome to the 2015 Minnesota International Middle School graduation. This is such a glorious and exciting day. Can you believe you've made it this far? You've overcome many obstacles and it has led us to this wonderful day. There are a lot of things I like about our school. For one thing, we're all one big community and most of us come from the same country. Another thing I like about our school is the unity we have with one another. It's like we're one big family. The teachers are absolutely the best. They're always willing to help us understand and learn. Everyone in our school cares for one another. When someone's getting picked on, there's always someone who will step in and stop it. Our school may not be seen as one of the best schools ever, but I think our school is one of the best in the state. Our school has people that are united, caring, and loyal, and in my opinion, our school is the best. Now, before I say anything else, I want to take a moment to thank our teachers. We appreciate all they've done for us, and each teacher is finished to every one of us. A quote that I like is, "A teacher takes your hand, opens your mind, and touches your heart." I'm pretty sure every teacher in our school has done that. Thanks to them, they have built the path to who we are today. The purpose of a teacher is to educate students, and education can be used to do many great things. As Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon in which you can use to change the world. The education in your mind The education in your mind is like a seed. With each passing day, you water the seed and the seed grows. With each passing day, you learn new information and your mind's imagination grows and blooms to something beautiful. You just need motivation and then take it as a habit. Motivation gets you started and habit keeps you going. Not only do you need your teacher for guidance, you also need your family and friends. The school has almost become like second home to us. The students are almost like a second family to us. We've all become one big family. Think of how close we all came to be, all because of a building that has a future in it. We've been through thick and thin, we've laughed and we've cried, we've all had our moments, whether it was a moment of joy or a moment of sadness. But this amazing and breathtaking moment belongs to every single one of us. This is also a day when we say our goodbyes. It's going to be a day filled with many memories, ones that will be remembered and laughed upon for many years to come. It's going to be a day filled with laughter, happiness, and maybe a few tears. You only graduate from middle school once. This is going to be an extraordinary day, so just live in the moment and enjoy it.
Thank you for that beautiful speech, Hadil.
Our next speaker will be Munira Khalif. Munira is currently a senior at Mounds Park Academy. She is the daughter of two hard-working parents who support her.
She also made a nonprofit group called Lighting the Way. All her hard work paid off when she got accepted to all 8 Ivy League colleges. So everyone, please get up for Munira Khalif.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Salam and hello everyone. My name is Munira Khalif and I'm both honored and excited to be joining all of you today. Big congratulations to the class, to all of you graduating from middle school today. However, you would not be standing here today if it wasn't for the sacrifice and support of your parents. So please give them a round of applause. I want to start by asking you to take a look around. Go ahead, take a look. You are looking at the future doctors, teachers, activists, scientists, movers, and shakers. But that doesn't mean you can't be leaders today. I will share with you a story. Let us go back to my time in middle school, when I was your age, during a parent-teacher conference with my English teacher. She turned to me and asked the question, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I responded quickly with the answer, "I want to be a doctor." She looked at me again and said, "No, what more do you want to be?" At this point, the sassy middle schooler I was, began to wonder if this was a parent-teacher conference or a pop quiz, because I didn't know the answer. Although I wasn't able to answer my teacher's question in her classroom, I spent the next couple of years looking for an answer. So today, I want to share with all of you what I have picked up along the way. First, I want to see a show of hands as to how many of you love going to school in the morning. Can't be the only one. That's wonderful to see, because this love of learning is at the very core of any person's success. I promise you that I have never been the Einstein in the classroom. You know, the kid who knows all of the answers without even cracking open a book. No, I have been the type to have to work at it, investing time in doing problem sets, asking questions when math seemed like a foreign language, and staying up to read a novel just because I wanted to know what happened next. But this love of learning didn't just come from anywhere. It was inspired. You see, my mom told me in middle school about her own story of growing up back home in Somalia. She told me about how my grandfather, Sharmarki, was a brilliant man who was truly ahead of his time. My grandfather understood the significance of not only educating his sons, but his daughters as well. As a result, my mom was able to receive an education when not all of her peers were able to do so. This story made me realize the importance of my education. It made me value learning. So today, I take every opportunity to learn, be it at a bus stop, the library, or even when meeting new people. And I encourage you to do the same. Be hungry for knowledge, curious about discovery, and never feel limited by the classroom. Ask questions, many questions. Take every opportunity to learn, my friends. But you can't stop there. Because to be educated is a beautiful thing, but it doesn't mean much if you don't use your education to uplift your community and the world around you. I know as kids, we are often told that we are the leaders of tomorrow, but I believe there is no reason why we cannot be the leaders of today. While performing a speech at the United Nations headquarters, Emma Watson said to the audience, "I'm inviting you to step forward, to be seen, and to ask yourselves, if not me, who? If not now, when?" I want you to keep these words in mind. In late middle school, I began to ask myself these types of questions. After realizing that education wasn't guaranteed for 58 million children around the world, the majority of who are girls, I became impatient. I wanted to act. I knew, as Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. So I became involved. I began volunteering with a local organization and later went on to start my own campaign titled Lighting the Way. Lighting the Way is a youth-run campaign of Araha that works to create access to education for youth in East Africa, especially girls. I became an advocate and teen ambassador for the United Nations Foundation campaign, Girl Up, to make sure that girls in developing countries were safe, healthy, educated, and positioned to be the next generation of leaders. Most recently, I became a World at School Global Youth Ambassador. I know that it is easy, as a young person, to feel like your voice doesn't matter. I'm here to tell you that it does. We are the largest generation of youth to ever inhabit the earth. Ever. In my book, that means that we are pretty awesome. You are powerful, and together we are even more powerful. So I ask you to take part, be it here at home or an ocean away. Maybe you are fascinated by hunger in the United States, the water crisis, animal rights, climate change, or even girls' education. No matter how small, your actions can have an impact. Steve Jobs said, "The ones who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones that do." To do any of this, however, You must first begin by believing in yourself. See, often, especially in middle school, there is an overwhelming pressure to conform. Do not give in. Be yourselves. There is nothing more braver than staying true to your identity. It has been said that if your dreams don't scare you, that they are not big enough. So be bold, dream big. In the words of Kid President, what will you create that will make the world more awesome? Thank you and congratulations again.
Thank you for that beautiful speech, Munira. It is such an honor to have you here. And now it's time for our student speakers to speak. So give it up for Soda Abdi and Aisha Muhammad.
This speech indicates our blast from the past, present, future, and those who came along the way. Those who told us not to fall asleep, but to stay awake and catch them. We can't keep on moving on to the little things. 8 grades ago, on the first day of school, we peed our pants scared. 8 grades later, we sit here today, leaving a school we were once scared to enter.
This has been an unforgettable year. We've made mistakes, corrections, enemies, friends, failures, accomplishments, and not to mention exceeded expectations. This is what shaped us to become who we are today. To think in the beginning we didn't know who we were or what to do, today we leave all our doubts behind and ready to face the world.
Now for the big gun, Mr. Uzman and Mr. Faisal, we can never repay you guys. You guys came here not long ago and changed everything for the better. For our school queen, Ms. Nicole, for making us the people we are today. We cannot forget about our superheroes, Miss Patty, Miss Ferdos, Miss Ruqayya, and Miss Jenny. You guys came in clutch far too many times. But overall, above all, our hardcore trainers, who sometimes didn't show us mercy or love, they are who taught us real life morals and values, then trained us for something more than what we deserve. Basically, shout out to the MIM staff who became so much more than faculty.
Next, the graduates of 2015. To say the least, you've become my backbone. To be honest, I spent my whole childhood with you guys and made my life here. Yes, it is going to be hard, and trust me, it really is going to be hard to leave. But there is something greater and bigger and more amazing that's waiting for us out there. This school will always be a part of us, and no one can take that away. You all know where you stand in my heart. And
We came with the mentality of students versus teachers, and now we struggle to leave them behind.
We cried, laughed, fought, supported, hated, and loved just like a true family would.
It's our parents that brought us here and our teachers who carried us through to today. I promise you guys,
this isn't the end.
family, friends, this is only the beginning.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Soda and Aisha, for those beautiful words of wisdom. We remember those for many days come. All right, so now I'd like to welcome one of my good friends and our next speech speaker, Mr. Abdirman Abdullahi.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Peace and my greetings are with you. This is a special, extraordinary day. First and foremost, thanks to Allah for bringing us all here on this beautiful event. Second, I'd like to thank my parents and teachers for helping me create this beautiful speech for you guys. Third and finally, thanks to Google for being there when I need to know anything I don't know. We're not here to solve equations or do polynomials. We're also not here to take final exams or worry about our grades, but rather we are here to graduate and say goodbye to MIMS. We've been in school for almost 9 years trying to learn and get an education. Almost all of us are glad we are receiving our middle school diploma. Pretty much we are the seniors of middle school. But this is the sad part. This is the last year some of us will see each other for another morning light. 15, 20 years, who knows? We will give our last greeting today and shed a tear or two. Today is a day where we realize we have reached the point where pretty much you are on your own with life in school. A long time ago, I used to be scared of school. On the first day of kindergarten, there were a lot of people I didn't know, and I wasn't used to this place. I wanted to run to my house and stay under the protection of my mother. But then I saw a bright face of the teacher and she said, "What is your name?" I replied, "Abdurrahman." She then replied, "Do you want to color? What is your favorite color?" I replied, "Yes, and my favorite color is orange." I finally discovered that school had everything I needed. So I stayed and became outstanding in 8th grade. As 8th graders, we need to know that school is fun sometimes, but we also need to know that school is not a joke. We are here to learn so we can lead the world tomorrow in peace. Again and again, I reiterate, school is not a joke. If we receive a diploma, that doesn't mean we finished the hard part of school. In true reality, we finished the easiest of easy part of school. We are facing a true reality ahead of us, and if we work hard, the reality will become true. I'd like to especially thank my parents who are sitting somewhere in this crowd, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be standing here giving my beautiful speech to you guys. Second, I'd like to thank all my teachers, 8th grade teachers, and the EAs, not just 8th grade, but all the teachers from kindergarten to 8th grade. Special thanks to Mr. Adam for teaching me a lot of global history. I think I have the mind of a steel trap, but he's the experienced and better one. Miss Rachel for teaching me Algebra 1 and says hi every time I walk in her classroom. Miss Erin teaching me how to become a good writer and giving me feedback. Miss Sairo for helping us complete Earth Science when Mr. Andrew passed on his baton to her. Final thanks go to all of my 8th grade friends who had someone to talk to and a shoulder to lean on. I wish you all my very best. In 20 years, I'd like to see all of us successful, inshallah. And as a conclusion to the speech I prepared, I want to make a blessing for all of you, so God willing, all of you to have a good life ahead of you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you, Abdurrahman, for that beautiful speech. And now for our next student speaker, Henny Had. She's one of my favorite student writers. Please come on up, Henny.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to this solemn and joyous occasion. John Lennon once said, "When I was a kid, my mother told me that happiness was the key to life. When I went to school, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I told them happy. They said I didn't understand the assignment, and I told them they didn't understand life." I chose this quote because it represents what everyone wants to be in life. I will never forget the wonderful moments of going into kindergarten and running to the snacks when it was nap time. I will never forget the moments of getting in trouble in elementary school. I will never forget the wonderful moments of my quiet self in middle school. I will never forget those endless moments with my friends. Life is just full of memories, and sometimes we just have to turn back and laugh. It's been a long year, but here we are ready to graduate. We worked hard to get to this point, but we didn't do it ourselves. We owe a huge debt to the following people. To our amazing parents, I don't know how to start. Thank you a billion times for supporting us in ways no one could. Thank you for being here when we were in need. These are just a few of the 1,000 ways you've helped us on our journey. To our wonderful teachers who have put so much effort to get us to this point so in the future we can teach people just like they taught us. Now since the journey has ended, the adventure has just begun. To all the staff for just being here and helping us with everything we needed. to the principal for making everything that has been happen a possibility. No matter where we go or what we do, there are challenges ahead of us. Although it may not be easy to see every accomplishment, your individual success benefits society as a whole, because when you succeed, you lighten the burden on your fellow man. When you succeed, you're in a position to rather give than take. So ladies and gentlemen, as you face and tackle the inevitable changes, hold true to yourself. Remember to hold on to your value system, your work ethic, and most importantly, your humanity. It is these qualities that will guide you further on your journey. Today's achievements may fade or even be forgotten. The applause may become distant memory, and your certificates and medals may gather dust on a shelf or in a jar. But you will always be remembered for caring enough, for helping someone, for making someone feel special, and appreciated, and for being the kind of person that others enjoy spending time with. As you head into a new volume, hold your pen with pride and make use of every word and phrase to spread husky pride throughout the world. Your life is a remarkable occasion. I have no doubt you will rise to it. Congratulations, class of 2015.
Thank you very much, honey, for that beautiful speech. You know, those are words that we'll never forget and cherish for the rest of our lives. Please, another round of applause. Alright, now I'd love to welcome one of my dearest friends, and I don't think I could have gone through 8th grade without him. Come to him for a lot of advice and stuff. So please welcome Mr. Tubi Adam.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today is the day. Some dreaded it, others welcomed it like a pleasant breeze. Today is the end of a journey that started with you and me. Right now I'm standing here, the memories flashing through my mind like the endless tide that roam the ocean. This room I can see is filled with many types of emotions. Some are desolate and thoughtful, others are keen and hopeful. These are the differences that brought us closer. Just take a moment to think this over. We persevered through tests and deadlines. We did not give up, and if we did, our friends picked us right up. We had many struggles and battles. We fastened our saddles and rode to the finish line with many lessons learned and many new knowledge earned. The author Laura K. Hamilton said, "There is no light without darkness." We had worked hard, perfected, and struggled to come to this day. This is the brilliant light at the end of the tunnel. This is our graduation. In commemoration to this speech, I'd like to thank the administration. I'd like to thank Ms. Aaron for her kindness and compassion. I'd like to thank Ms. Saidu for her generosity and hospitality. I'd like to thank Mr. Adam for his magnanimity and free giving. I'd like to thank Ms. Rachel for her thoughtfulness and passion. I'd like to give a special thanks to my two wonderful parents for showing me the importance of education and how it can change your life. I'd like to give a special thanks to Mr. Faisal, Ms. Nicole, Mr. Roble, and Ms. Rakia. In conclusion, never let yourself down for what people say or do. Just follow your heart, it will guide you through.
Thank you, Tubi, for that magnificent speech. And now for our next student speaker, give it up for Imad Jama.
Days go by in a blink of an eye. Life is like a journey. You enjoy your moments, you enjoy the tears. We've been together since day one. We're always by each other's sides. We go through hardship, we go through drama, but in the end, we're one big family. We always had a teacher or EA behind our back trying to tell us the right things to do. We made every moment an enjoyable part of our lives. Each and one of us made a part in the school. Today is a day we drift apart. Graduation may seem a happy thing to celebrate, but there's one part that we can't discuss or replay. The memories of all of us changing from children to young adults. Jokes we made, laughter we shared, happiness that we overcame. This was just a step to education. Life won't be a crystal star we see today. We have three phases in life, and the first one is accomplished. We have finished this chapter of our lives, and now we're heading to the other. Thanks to all those who I had all through the precious road that led us to become who we are today. My teachers that helped us through every bit of the way, even through those struggling, understandable moments. Thanks to my parents and mother that has supplied me with great thoughts and knowledge. We might be the one who has accomplished today, but our parents are the ones who had led us to this road. Finally, my friends who I had all through my journey of success. You guys made a part of me and made the best come towards you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Iman, for that awesome speech. You know, those are words that we'll also remember. All right, next up we have one of my best friends. I can say he's my best friend, but he's more like family to me, a brother to me. And please welcome Mr. Ahmed B. Mohammed. Cheesecake.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Peace and blessings be upon all of you. We are gathered here today in this packed auditorium to celebrate and say goodbye to my 8th grade peers, the 2015 graduates of Minnesota International Middle School. We are not here today just to take our diplomas or certificates, but we are here to farewell all the people from our MIMS life. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Ahmed Mohammed and I'm one of the graduates today. Now sit down, relax. Now sit down, relax, lay back, whatever that can make you feel relaxed, and with me some of my 4-year experience in middle school. We came into middle school as immature little kids. If you saw our pictures, you'll be amazed at how much we grew. Now we are tall as trees. Ahmed tall. and some of us have voices as deep as the car's engine getting started. It was in 5th grade after I came back from lunch, I asked my teacher, "Where's your sat though?" She was like, "Ain't nobody got time for that." I was fierce at what she just told me. The good thing was having gym for 1 hour. The first year was a lot to take in. There was no more color changes or putting a bubble in your mouth. There were new things. There were new things called grades. There was once I thought I had an A because my name started with an A. It was really weird. At the same time, it was awesome being in middle school. No one escorted you to the bathroom. We had this planner that we used for the bathroom passing and write our plans and agendas. We were still immature. I remember in 6th grade having a civil war with bands, generals, while learning about the American Civil War. Over time, we understood that we were in a serious world and we had to step it up. 8th grade was by far the best and worst year. It was the worst year because we had so much work and tests and projects. The second I got a C- in math class, I told myself, this is going to be a long year. I needed to start working hard. Sometimes I thought I was already in high school. Once there was a 200 points research paper, 100 points PowerPoint due. If I didn't do it, I was ready for Mr. Adams saying, "I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I'll chew you." I'll chew you, Mr. Adam, buddy. There were a lot of fun points too. We had so many field trips and activities this year. We went to base camp, Sky Zone, we had this basketball tournament, and we visited Augsburg College. All these accomplishments are due to the help of our 8th grade teachers. Mr. Adams' coolness and awesomeness, he was the one who taught me a lot about the world, physically and human-wise. I'll also not forget Miss Erin's kindness and helpfulness. I'll surely not forget the way she taught me how to write a well-achieved high school paper. Thirdly, I'll miss Miss Rich's hard work, leading most of the 8th grade to pass or exceed in the math MCAs. Last but not least, I'll miss Miss Sa'ido. Miss Sa'ido, she was like a role model and an older sister to us. She taught us the way this world and the other work. Just this morning, she was telling us about the real world. She told us that we will meet challenges, but to never give up. On behalf, I'd like to thank all the staff from Minnesota International Middle School. I'd also like to thank my parents, my hardworking parents, who came all the way from Somalia just to come here for making our lives better. I'd like to thank them. Me and my fellow 8th grade classmates and I are entering a new era called high school. This is a place for no fool. High school is the key to our future. I'm sure that if you have a good education, you're set for life. A wise man once said, the direction in which education starts a man will determine his future life. My fellow peers, choose your destiny wisely and don't fail yourself. You might have finished middle school, but we're not at the top of the mountain yet. Don't waste your time, buddy. Get ready for high school, laddie. In conclusion, I think this is where we part ways. Some of you I might see you next year. Inshallah, we'll all meet in Jannatul Firdaus al-A'la. But other farewells until we meet again. Thanks again for listening about my 4-year experience in middle school. Thanks for coming. If it wasn't for you parents, relatives, and other guests, this graduation would have never taken place. As freshmen or freshwomen, we are pleased with your company today. I think this is where I leave the stage since I'm speechless. Inclusion, forget about the conclusion. Since life is not done yet. Get off the couch, I think someone's around the corner.
Now, that was the end of the student speakers. Now, he was our last speech. Please, round of applause for all the speakers. Yeah, and I also would like to give a special shout out to all my staff, my teachers and staff and MIMs. Round of applause for them too. Also, a special shout out to OTS, and all the squad.
And for the whole 8th grade student body, class of 2015.
All right, good evening. It is now our pleasure to begin the distribution of the certificates. Naimo Abdullah. Abdulman Abdi. Ahmad Adam Abdi. Ahmed Mahad Abdi. Ahmed Omar Abdi. Aisha Abdi. Fardoso Abdi. Khalid Abdi. Mohammed Amin Abdi. Sadia Abdi. Soda Abdi. Yahya Abdi. Suad Abdile. Anzal Abdullahi. Ruwaida Abdul Kadir. Samia Abdul Kadir. Abdirrahman Abdullahi. Abshir Abdullahi. Barlin Abdullahi. Ikra Adam. Abdullahi Aden. Tubi Aden. Abdullahi Ahmed. Azir Ahmed. Kadra Ahmed. Jonas Ahmed. Anisa Ali. Badar Ali. Balkisa Ali. Nasra Ali. Kareem Anis. Abdirrahman Bana. Mohammed Bashir. Lukman Dahir. Mohammed Daware. Mohammed Doko. Suad Igal. Nafiso Elmi. Afifa Faisal. Asma Getty. Hani Had. Saber Hailey. Fatima Hashmi. Khalid Hassan. Umayma Hussi. Ali Hussein. Hadil Hussein. Abdirrahman Isse. Iman Jama. Naima Jama. Suhaib Jama. Zamzam Jama. Raya Sheila. Kadra Muhammad. Ahmed Abdullahi Mohammed. Ahmed Burhan Mohammed. Aisha Mohammed. Amina Mohammed. Mohammed. Fatuma Mohammed. Ufan Mohammed. Khalid Mohammed. Mohammed Mohammed. Mustafa Mohammed. Saida Mohammed. Yusuf Mohammed. Mohammed Mohamud. Fatih Musa. Samira Musa. Fardosa Noor. Abdul Jabbar Noor. Mawad Noor. Keen Noor. Ladan Omar. Rakia Omar. Hodan Osman. Khalid Osman. Samia Osman. Aisha Sadiq. Abdurrahman Saeed. Mumtaz Salat. Aden Shafi. Rahma Suleiman. Saeed Warsami. Warsami. Munira Yassin. Abdullahi Yusuf, AY. Ahmed Yusuf.
Without the support of your parents, family members, and the law for you impact, you shouldn't be here. I want you guys to turn around and face that way.